We knew about the tenancy deposit scheme that was being worked in England. We had been made aware that it was going to be coming to Scotland. Originally we thought, is this required? The way our own company works, and we know other agents that we deal with in Edinburgh, deposits seem to be dealt with fairly. Tenant complaints are regularly quite low. There is discrepancies and things need to be agreed, sorted, and tenancies need to end amicably. But now it's coming to fruition. We're preparing ourselves to get ready for the imposing scheme.
We as an agency welcome the introduction of the deposit scheme. We think we've been watching it in England and watching how it's working, and we think it's something that Scotland really needs. It makes us as an agency look more regulated, it's actually letting the tenants know that we are actually keeping up to date and that we're doing something. We're not only renting them a property, but we're also keeping their money safe within the agency. I think it just brings, the agencies in Scotland are not well enough regulated, and this just kind of brings the agencies to the forefront.
Great for the industry, and in theory hopefully it will be great for us as a business, as it will get rid of a lot of the weaker agents and agents that aren't complying and aren't being fair with tenants, so it'll make us stand out as being one what does it the way it should be done.
Making landlords aware that they must have their deposits available. We've got many landlords on finder's fees who keep the deposits themselves, so they've got to have the deposits ready to go into a scheme. Also just educating landlords of what's going to be happening, but also it goes on to our tenants. Tenants are going to be made aware that the deposits are not held in a secure deposit account with Ace Property anymore. They're going to be put to a government scheme or a led initiative.
We have computerised systems, and we're a modern young agency, and we're keeping up to date with technology, etc. So we've been watching these things go on through Facebook, Twitter, and things like that, and training. And we actually have been developing our systems, our contracts, things like that, so that when it comes to a landlord being registered, for example, we're sorting these things out at the beginning. So we'll just factor into our systems that we'll include more information about the deposit scheme to our tenants as they register with us for a property, and we can feed this information out through our systems.
We're about 70% there. We've got everything in place. All landlords have been advised. We don't hold a lot of landlord deposits because obviously the way deposits can be treated, we've always held them over, so we've started getting a lot of them back from landlords, started advising the other ones come the time what they'll have to do. Everything from our computer system, we've already built all the reports to tell us what ones, how we registered them, and because our system's already capable, because it's English, we're sorted.
I think so. I think tighter regulations are required, but reputable agencies, the main sort of the bigger companies, certainly I can talk about Edinburgh, we all sort of work together, we reference tenants, we speak to each other, we communicate, we compete. This is going to be good for any agencies or any landlords who maybe are uncertain of the agent they're working with. Agents out there with big deposits that might be sitting in bank accounts, they should not be touched. So I'd be saying to landlords that this is going to be good because as far as I'm led to believe, if a deposit is not there when the scheme is initiated, all deposits must go to the governing body. If a deposit is not there, it's the landlord that bears the cost, even if the agent has been holding the deposit. So landlords need to be aware, they need to be proactive, speak to their agents, find out that all deposits are there, everything's going to transfer straight away and on time. And hopefully, all going well, if information is made readily available, we'll be happy to get involved in the scheme and hopefully it'll benefit the industry.
Yes, I do feel as if it will overall benefit. It gives them a mediator between the agency they're letting for and where their money's held, and with the landlord, and at the end of a tenancy they've got to work with a regulated industry, someone that's actually been through government checking, and they can actually see at the end of it the tenants will feel as if they're going to get a benefit from it.
We'll need our hands held. Hopefully we won't all be fined for doing something wrong initially, but it's just going to be a learning curve and getting into the swing of it. The legislation seems completely fair. It's 50-50. There's no, unlike the English version, what is all tenant sided, what we were a bit worried that as an agency if we made a slight mistake we're going to be fined. Money out of our pockets, somebody's job on the line at the end of the day. But this way it's a lot fairer, easier, clean cut, nice, simple. simple process.